We got. This is the kind of stuff that we ought to be recording.
I got it.
Okay. You all right with me? All right.
So you're thinking edge rush?
So this impromptu moment is, as far as the Rams go, really don't have to worry about them on the draft because they don't pick until third round.
Yeah.
And like I said before, I don't think they pick until like pick 101, between 101 and 104, in the third round. Yeah, I know.
That's ridiculous.
Hey man, forget those picks. Those picks, bro. Hey, we got a Super Bowl out of it. So, and then we got the rest of the league trying to do the same thing. Jacksonville started it off with probably one of the dumbest things I ever saw. I can't see them giving Christian Kirk all the money that they gave him, but that's neither here nor there.
I don't know why they pay Christian Kirk. There's too many better wide receivers out there.
I think he's a good wideout. He's young, but you look at Tyreek Hill, because if I'm not mistaken, Jacksonville has still got a lot of first-round picks between. Matter of fact, they got one of the first-round picks from us this year for Jalen Ramsey, if I'm not mistaken. I think no, I take that back. No, they don't. Detroit they used the Jalen Ramsey got like last year. Detroit has picked this year and next year from us.
Yeah, and as far as the rest of them go, I think it's going to be pretty much cut and dry. The only wild card that I'm thinking, and now, see, nobody was talking about it until I started talking about it.
What's that?
Not saying that I'm the one that brought it up, but the experts were talking about the Saints trading both of their first round picks to jump ahead and get a quarterback.
You talking about Malik Willis
or Puckett? One of the two.
Or Pickett?
Pickett. I'm not sure. It's one of the two.
When you said Puckett, it reminded me of
I thought it was pronounced Puckett.
Granny Puckett off of that cartoon Hoodwink.
Yeah. But I told everybody that I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, there's a chance. All the experts at the time when I first come up with the theory was, they're gonna go O-lineman and wide out. And I'm like, or take 2 first-round picks, jump ahead of Carolina and get a quarterback.
Yeah. Who was the quarterback for the Saints that asked for a release after they signed Andy Dalton?
Probably Trevor Siemian. I know he's with Chicago now, I think.
I think it was somebody else. The name didn't seem familiar, and I'm like...
Yeah, Siemian went to Chicago.
Yeah, it was somebody else. But either way, I could see them attempting it, but I think if they do anything extreme, here's the extreme that I say the Saints does. If they really are looking at win now, then yeah. Not necessarily win now, I'm sorry. If they're looking at developing somebody behind Jameis.
That's what I'm thinking they're going to do.
I see them go.
They'll still be relevant with Jameis, but
or I see them going whoever's the top offensive tackle is within the first 10 picks, first 15 picks.
Yeah.
So on and so forth.
Man, it's easy to say they're going to go wide out or O-lineman.
Don't they have 2? Now they have 2 first rounds, right?
The Saints, yes.
All right.
They traded next year's first rounder to have 2 first, and this year's first round to have 2 first rounders this year.
Was that with Philly?
Yeah.
Okay, that was with Philly last week.
Yeah, so, that's why I think if they wouldn't have done that trade, they wouldn't plan on doing something crazy.
Okay. Yeah, so I just think they
and if you get somebody like Willis or Puckett, you're going to develop them in 2 years anyway.
Now
they're going to stay behind Jameis. Jameis will be the quarterback this year. He'll probably be the quarterback next year.
Yeah.
If he stinks it up next year, I could see him yanking him out and doing what they did in San Francisco with Trey Lance.
Yeah.
But I don't think Jameis has nothing to worry about as far as this year goes if they draft a quarterback.
Dude, I would say this. If they want to add another veteran, Jarvis Landry is still out there.
I know.
Jarvis Landry is still out there. I think Jarvis Landry.
Will Fuller's out there too, wide receiver.
What's your young guy that kind of like bursted on the scene last year, wide receiver?
Oh, I know his name. I can't think of it.
I almost said Callaway, but that's what you got on your jersey.
Nah, Callaway's surprisingly not even their number one right now.
What is either? Well, I'm gonna say this. I say you get Jarvis Landry, go with Michael Thomas, to go with Jameis Winston, to go with how is running back? How is his
Dante Harris is the one you're thinking of.
What about his running back? Your running back.
Kamara?
Yeah. What's up with his legal situation out in Vegas?
I'm expecting him to be suspended. Probably for 2 games.
Okay, well, you still expecting him to play.
Yeah, I'm expecting him. He's going to play, but I think he's going to be suspended for the first 2 games of the season. Maybe. If that, I don't know.
All right.
Because, so that's why I'm thinking right now, apparently we still have Mark Ingram on the contract.
So
right now, Mark Ingram will be starting for Kamara if he's suspended.
Now, if Mark Ingram has Leonard Fournette type of renaissance, yeah, dude, that's not a bad situation.
I would much rather pick up another running back.
Well, I mean, but you could almost pick up a running back out of free agency.
The only thing Mark Ingram brings to that team is the fact that he knows the system.
Yeah.
The dude's had, 2,000-yard seasons in his career?
I mean, but you've always had running back by committee. I want to say you probably had running back by committee after Darren Sproles left.
Yeah.
You've had running back by
committee. We had running back by committee until we found Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, and it was running back by committee until management jacked that whole contract situation and Mark Ingram ended up leaving. Because Mark Ingram and Alvin Kamara were the 2 most productive backs.
Yeah, that's when he had 1,000-yard season.
In the league. No, I'm just saying, in general, they were, like yards per carry, receptions out of the backfield. Literally they were the best running back tandem in the league. You know, because at the time not everybody, but most teams had like a running back by committee type of situation.
Most teams still do. Because even Dallas's running back by committee, what used to be a primary running back is now Tony Pollard and Zeke. They come combined.
Yeah, that happened by necessity though, because Zeke was hurt and coming into last season.
And they didn't expect Tony Pollard to do what he did.
But no, that was the thing. They weren't expecting to have Ezekiel Elliott back and having him in a good spot, and then not expecting Tony Pollard to necessarily blow up like he did.
Yeah,
they became like a really good 1-2 punch for real.
And I think they're going to be an even better 1-2 punch this year.
And I know everybody's kind of ragging on the Dallas Cowboys. I haven't really liked, and this is going to tell you how old I am. I haven't really liked the Dallas Cowboys since, of course, the triplets. They had the triplets there in the 90s when they won the 3
yeah,
Super Bowls.
That's what with Tony, with Troy Aikman and them.
Yeah. Yeah. So, neither here nor there, man. I think as far as the Saints go, I think if they were going to go rebuilding mode, they probably would have traded Michael Thomas for some firsts.
Yeah, that's why I don't think they're going to go rebuilding mode. I think they're going to go somebody chilling behind a resurgent Jameis. Because honestly, Jameis was having a decent year until he got hurt.
Until he got hurt, yeah. I mean, winning record.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
So with that being said, Jameis, he's older, which means he's not the long-term answer, but if you got somebody chilling behind him.
But what is it, year 6?
For Jameis?
Yeah, year 6?
Yeah, I think so.
This might be year 6, year 7 at the most. So that would still consider him to be in his prime. and he's only 2 years removed, if I'm not mistaken, off of leading. No, 3 years removed after out of leading the league in yards, total yards,
And
all
interceptions.
yes, and interceptions. But he
Mr.
got that
30 for
fixed
30.
though.
Yes.
He got that fixed. He got that. Yeah, he
He
did
really
that
did.
30 for 30, dude.
Mr. 30 for 30. But he
got that fixed though.
yeah.
You know,
And
he got that fixed.
now, I could be wrong. Like, they could just go O lineman and wide receiver for win now. They could go sit somebody behind him, or they could do something we ain't even discussing yet.
I would say
There ain't no telling what the Saints are going to do.
I would say if they're gonna do anything, they're probably gonna go O line.
Wow.
I think they're gonna go O line, tight end.
They got a tight end.
Who?
Taysom Hill.
Okay.
Taysom Hill's moving to tight end.
I know.
And I really can't wait for Yahoo to like change his position to tight end on fantasy football, because he is going to be a high tight end draft pick in fantasy. Because you know that boy's going to get a lot of yards. He's going to be He's going to be like the Joker,
So
like Debo.
let's see here.
Speak of Debo, you seen all that drama he started?
Dude. Well, I'm gonna who is my dude? Good Morning Football. One of the guys was basically saying, you know, Devo, just wait your turn. And for real, you look at it, certain teams, they not just finna shell out money.
No.
They're not. And the 49ers are that team. Like, you wait. You really do wait until...
You wait till they feel that it's time.
Yeah, you're right. And it's not necessarily that they're trying to hold them off. It's just they take care of their business first. They take care of their front end. Then you look at it. John Lynch is the GM, bro. He old school. And, I mean, you looking like back in the...
They're avoiding that situation where you get one good year and get paid.
Yeah, no. And I think Deebo Samuel, he is a great wide receiver. Even if he wasn't running out of backfield, I think he is probably one of the top 5, top 10 right now, based off of last season. Based off of last season, and I'm going to go off of last season, I do believe that he is a top 5, most definitely a top 10 wide receiver in the league. And I believe that he is worth the money, especially if he has one, because he got another year left on his rookie contract. Has he outplayed his contract?
No.
I think he did this past year. He did, but over the course of the full period of, and I'm always gonna pull from.
Well, over the full contract, he's only had like one. He's had 2 good years, but he didn't really show his what he could do until last year.
But and with that,
and if you take just last year, then yes, he deserves to get paid.
Yeah, if you take last year. But that's the reason why I said you go through this next year, ending the contract, you know, going to this last year. Will he get a contract? He probably will. I think he probably will get one. But he's going to have to wait until after the draft. He's going to most definitely have to wait till after the draft to see what they're going to be able to do. Because you look at it like this. In the NFC West, the 49ers are competing with... The 49ers are competing with the Rams. The 49ers are competing with Arizona. And if Kyler Murray continues to be unstable and he continues to be volatile like he has seemed to be this offseason, then you're not really going to worry about it, because that type of behavior and personality is going to be more infectious, like a virus. Not a good infectious, but a bad infectious, you know. And they got... I think they're going to be okay, but that's the leader of your team right there.
Yeah, I really don't understand why Kyler's making a big deal about it.
I think he wants to play baseball for real. Seriously, I think he really wants to go back and play baseball. It's for a quarterback money and baseball money is pretty much same money now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a longer career as a baseball player.
Yeah, you have a longer career as a baseball player. And what was he, a pitcher?
I'm not sure.
I think he was a pitcher.
I don't follow baseball that close.
I think he was a pitcher when he played in college, and he got drafted. He got drafted by a major league team, but he chose to play football. But now I think he's having a little bit of regret, and he's kind of like lashing out. My thing is, dude, if you want to go play baseball, go play baseball.
Yeah, retire from the NFL and go play baseball.
Yeah, retire, go play baseball. I mean, it's good to have those type of options, especially while you're young. Don't stay, play, and be a virus to an organization because you want to go do something else. You know, I don't. If you could play both, if they would allow you to play both, okay, do what you do, try what you try. The only two people that I ever saw do it successfully, and one of them literally chose at the end of the day because of injury, unfortunately, was Bo Jackson and of course Deion Sanders, and they were two sports. They did two sports and did it great. Now Deion Sanders has the most historic, I want to say 24-hour period of playing two sports in the history of sports. So greatest, I want to say it's probably like one of the greatest moments of sports, like sports period.
Yeah.
But neither here nor there, man. I think if he wants to go play baseball, bro.
Well, why not?
Yeah, for real.
I mean, even if you don't like it, like if you go there for a year or two, realize it's not what you want to do, you want to come back to the NFL, you're still young enough to come back and someone's going to give you a contract.
Yeah, and somebody come. But you gotta understand how you leave is gonna dictate how you come back.
Exactly. If you leave,
janky.
Yeah, couldn't think of
if you
a nice way to say it.
Yeah, how you leave. I mean, and first and foremost, you're a grown man. Be honest. If you want to play baseball, play baseball.
Tell them, look, I don't want to play right now. I want to go do something else.
Yeah, and then that way they.
They're going to keep They're probably going to keep your contract rights.
Yeah. They're going to keep his rights.
Because then they just pay him.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they're going to keep his rights until.
Yeah, for real.
So it's time to
going back to your Saints, man.
Don't be talking about my Saints.
Hey, I have no problem with your Saints, bro. I promise I don't. You know what? It might have been. Is it Marquez Callaway?
Who? It was Harris. Was the one you were thinking of a while ago?
I don't know.
It's like a gadget wide receiver.
Was it
kind of like a Debo, kind of like a Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, I think it was Harris.
It was Harris.
I think it was Harris.
Well, I don't know the actual name for them, but they're gadget wide receivers. They can do everything.
Either way, I don't care. Dude, I saw the dude make some catches last year, and I was like, whoa, this dude is going to be the next dude. He was kind of like that undercover dude like Gallup was for Dallas, minus the injuries.
Yeah.
But like how I think it's Michael Gallup, how Gallup was.
Yeah,
like
Mr. just got paid recently.
Yeah, so right. So it was kind of like Gallup. Gallup kind of like came in relief duty, but every time he came in, dude was just like, wow.
Well, now he's got the money. He's going to be probably, I don't know if Gallup's going to be stay in the slot. He's going to be number one now.
He just got to stay healthy.
They do got CD Lamb still.
Oh yeah, but even with that, man, I think the Saints. I think the Saints are going to be okay. Again, I'm looking at the Saints defense.
I think the Saints defense is what makes the Saints a competitor this year, which makes them not go in the rebuild mode.
Saints defense, man.
And it was a funny thing because when Sean Payton retired, the first thing the media said, and this is why I don't trust the ESPN media and all them.
Yeah, go ahead.
The first thing they said was, it's time to have a fire sale, mortgage the team, and start over. That is the first thing the media said when Sean Payton retired. And you know what happened? They didn't have a fire sale. They're not starting over.
No, they shouldn't have. I think Jameis Winston has earned the right and ability to, see what happens these next 2 years on this.
And how bad the NFC is, we are still a playoff contender.
And the NFC South, you got Tom Brady, period. And then
Yeah,
you
so
got
Tom
the
Brady
Saints.
don't have much luck against the Saints.
And for real, that's I really and truly believe that that's the 1-2 punch in the NFC South, and NFC West is the Rams and actually I'm gonna say San Francisco. I'm not even gonna say
Think you can put Arizona in the competition the conversation?
Not 1-2.
No,
Not
San
1-2.
No, because that's where the wild cards are going to come out of.
Yeah, no, not 1-2.
The wild cards are going to come out of the West. The wild card is going to come out of the South. The third wild card might come out of the North. It'd probably be like Minnesota.
So, and I think we talked about this on the last podcast. As far as the NFC East goes,
I don't see a wild card coming out of the East.
no, I think out of the NFC East, I still think it's going to be the Cowboys, man. I know you said the Eagles.
Yeah. I still believe it's going to be Eagle, but there's a chance there's that second team that comes out of the East. Depending on how bad the North beats each other up.
Yeah, I mean, but
it could be both.
I mean, this is all historically speaking, at least over the past decade, 2 decades, this has always been a division that is a toss-up on
who's going to win it.
Yeah, this has always been a toss-up on who's going to win it.
Where other divisions have had one team dominate, and you knew they were going to win it as the season progressed.
Because you look at Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz left one space with really good wide receivers. And he goes into another space with really good wide receivers. You got McLaren there. And so he's got somebody to throw to. I haven't paid attention to them enough to say that they have a great offensive line, but if they have a great line and he can stay upright, he's a good quarterback. I mean, the year they won the Super Bowl, he was doing great. It was like Jameis was doing last year. He was actually doing better then. I think they even had him in MVP conversations. Jared Goff can't necessarily say that. And the only reason why I bring Jared Goff up is because of the draft. You know, their places in the draft. But yeah, but I still look at Dallas as the more, I don't want to say complete team, but I just still look at Dallas as a team to beat in that division. I look at them as a team to beat, especially if they are able to add, add some more help on the defensive line. Yeah. So with that, because I think Akeem Hicks is still available.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hicks is still available. Clowney's still available.
Definitely.
So you look at Clowney or Hicks.
And you're going to bring these veteran wide receivers in as it gets closer to preseason to see what they can do.
Because, I mean, I think Micah Parsons, as coming into his second year, I don't think he's going to have no sophomore slump or anything of that nature. I think he's going to be pretty good. But in the whole NFC East situation, dude, I'm just looking at the Cowboys. I know our girl, Jules is her name.
Yeah.
I think she'll probably be happy to hear that. Some of our other friends that are Dallas Cowboy fans will probably be happy to hear that. But I want to go back to the Saints, dude. I just think and the reason why I say Saints 1-2 punch in NFC South, and I think that they have a legitimate chance to be, if not a playoff contender in the NFC, because there's been so many changes. Like you said in the last podcast, the landscape of the NFL has changed, but most definitely the landscape of the NFC has changed. A lot of players have traded places. I think the Saints, because of their defense, the Saints, because of keeping the cohesiveness with the offensive coordinator, not getting rid of them, not changing the staff outside of, how they changed it. They kept pretty much everybody intact. I mean, it's not a bad run organization or anything like that.
No, we were one San Francisco loss from the playoffs last year.
Now, I would probably say they are either one bad contract or 2 bad injuries away from rebuild.
We'll see how it goes.
But I think
I don't think the Saints fans are going to be hanging around to watch the rebuild, though.
No,
They got a lot of bandwagon fans.
Oh man, no man. I think the Saints fans. I think Saints fans are pretty cool fans.
As long as the rebuild doesn't take as long as the New York Giants.
Oh no, shoot, man, the Rams, bruh. My Rams sucked for like 11, 12 seasons.
Wasn't going to go there. I didn't want to bring up bad feelings.
And it's no bad feelings. Dude, when Georgia Frontier died, the owner, the female that was the owner of the Rams when they won the Super Bowl in 99-2000 season, her kids took over. I think that's when Stan Kroenke was I think he was a minority owner. And then the kids took over, and decisions and stuff that was made from that particular point. I don't know if Mike Martz just ticked people off or whatever the situation was, but once he was gone and they started getting all these other coaches in, because you look at Steve Spagnuolo. Steve Spagnuolo he was the Giants defensive coordinator, I think it was, and he came from New York, and he came to St. Louis, and he sucked. He did as a head coach. Who else was there before Jeff Fisher got there? I think it was like three coaches. I think it was 3 coaches after
They're
Mike
forgettable
Martz.
if you can't remember their names.
Yeah, I know Spagnuolo and Fisher were there. Fisher was like the one hire that was kind of like, wow, we got Jeff Fisher because we beat them in the Super Bowl. I mean, and so you look at it and it's like, okay, we're going to do something now. First season, mediocre. Second season, mediocre. And it was like all mediocrity for his entire tenure. And so, I mean, and just going to throw it out there, some of the best things that he did was drafting a couple of players in an Aaron Donald. Jared Goff wasn't a bad draft. It wasn't a great draft, but, you know, you have some players that got drafted, but then you come through, and like I said, it's 11, 12 seasons of just, we suck. And living in St. Louis when we sucked, dude, it was still people that were still wearing St. Louis Cardinals, not baseball Cardinals, but football Cardinals jerseys. You know, before, because remember that was,
they went to Arizona.
Yeah, so the Bidwell family took them out to Arizona, and so you still have that layover of that. And so when the Rams come in, and it's like the only thing to do to get everybody on board was to win a championship. So you get the championship, you get the greatest show on turf, you get all of that for like 3-4 seasons, and then it goes back to mediocrity. And they remember in the good old golden days of the Cardinals again.
We went through our mediocrity, as Saints fans, though. We went through it through, what, 4 years of going 7-9?
Yeah, that's only in your lifetime, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
My lifetime as a fan. I don't want to go through that again.
But think about the fans. Think about the fans from I want to say the 80s and 90s. Bro, it was people wearing bags on their heads, calling themselves the Aints, but they still here. I want to say, and again, I'm a Rams fan to my heart, but I respect different organizations. I think the Saints fan base are some of the most loyal fans in football, even though they always talk about such and such needs to be fired. They need to get rid of this person or that person.
Yeah, that's
you
just
hear that
us,
on
though.
a regular basis.
That's us, though. All right, look, we weren't even planning the show. We was just kind of shooting.
Yeah, this is just a conversation today, man.
We're gonna go ahead and
so
cut it.
Let me say this. Anybody listening to this, April 28th, we are going to be doing a live stream. That's our official kickoff for WTTL.
Oh yeah.
So catch us on YouTube. We're going to try to figure out how to upload our videos and stuff to Spotify, and also catch us
upload
on
videos to Spotify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a new thing. I'm trying to figure it out.
Awesome, dude. That would be great.
So trying to figure that out. And
you only need one. Y'all can just pick one you like and watch us on there.
So look, man, don't pay any attention to how we look, but just know that we're fans of football, fans of sport.
And we real.
Yeah, just trying to be real, trying to be, not trying to